Hey Leos, welcome to 8 of Cups Tarot. I'm just working on your energy reading for mid-month April. Just checking in, seeing how things are going. I just really like doing the individual updates for each sign. I don't know, sometimes they continue the story, sometimes they tell another story. This kind of explains the energy. And these months, like these transits have been so drastic astrology-wise, you know, it's just so much change and transformation. I know a lot of people are feeling, like I'm so surprised the Hermit doesn't come out in every reading, but I'm just so surprised that like in these readings, so much is going on, and yet we probably all feel like nothing's really happening, right? Like time's just kind of standing still. And I have a feeling that in a couple of weeks, things are going to be moving so fast, even though we have major planets that are going into retrograde. Venus is going to go into retrograde, Pluto's going to go into retrograde, then Saturn. You know, it's a lot of concerned energy coming out at one time, and I just feel like a lot of stuff is going to happen. And I think right now it's all about building blocks, right? Okay, Leo. Devil. Card of Capricorn. Energy. Could also be discipline. Let's see. Okay. Leo, there's a karmic situation that needs to come to an end, and you currently are taking a rest. What's going on here? Your decision's already been made. Two of Swords in reverse. Maybe somebody else made a decision for you. Challenge card, 10 of Cups in reverse. What is this about, Leo? I don't know, I'm so drawn to this Devil right now because it just feels like it's such a karmic lesson here. Huh. Okay. Story's getting sweeter. Leo, you're out in your own reading. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh my God, same thing. All of my fire signs, I feel there's a masculine energy that's kind of being a little bit trapped right now. All right, so the devil being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune and the 9 of Wands in reverse. This is about boundaries. This devil's about needing to draw boundaries in your life. There's an opportunity Leo, you might be in a relationship with another Leo. Maybe you're in a relationship with a Capricorn. I feel like maybe there's a second chance here. Yeah, there's a second chance. And you're not... Okay. What do I want here? I want these astrology cards. Because I get the sense that you want to expand this situation for it to go farther, but there's stuff you're still holding on to. There's something that you're not allowing to come to an end because you're afraid of being vulnerable. And currently you're in a state of rest. That Four of Swords tells me you're kind of going within, clarified by the Emperor, you know, like you're searching for some strength, for some direction. I think, you know, if this is about making a decision, I think the decision's already been made for you. I feel like that's strongly with the Two of Cups and Two of Swords in reverse. But currently kind of gaining control over your life. That Emperor he's all four of the Kings together. So he's emotionally stable and in control. He's in a position where he could protect the people that he loves. He doesn't make too risky of moves. He doesn't stay stagnant. You know, the Emperor just kind of always knows, and he's definitely a father figure. There's something about not wanting to make a decision about something from your past. Oh, this is not. You're struggling with a head over heart decision here. For sure. On that Black Moon Lilith, the mystery, I think that I want to clarify a couple more things really quick. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just getting a lot of different stories here. A lot of different stories. I guess what we could do is just kind of run through the different scenarios. But let me pull some. I feel like this message is for several different people in different ways. Get an energy card for my Leos, please. Scorpion and Tarantula, all air. All air. So many thoughts. Probably a lot of stuff in Aquarius now. There's a lot about planning, it's a lot about connections, it's a lot about creativity. But your astrology cards, it's all about getting grounded. And it's all about overcoming fears. All right, so there's this devil, which I feel is like this pressure on you to start a new cycle in something. There's a new beginning here with the Wheel of Fortune. And the devil tells me it could be extremely tempting. It could begin as something that's kind of it could be an obsession. It could be an energy of obsession. Over a new beginning with somebody. And it talks about breaking down boundaries, tearing down boundaries that you have with somebody. You know, it could be your main focus at this time. Now, you got two cards of Capricorn, so you may be connecting with a Capricorn, Leo, that you're trying to restart a situation. You have cards of Taurus and Capricorn. I've got Gemini. I've got Cancer. I've got Pisces. I've got Aries. Yeah. Got them all on the table here. But we're definitely overcoming something. And I think that past energy is a Ten of Swords. And the Sun is just all about bringing something back to life from the past. Just something that seemed probably pretty unlikely or impossible. And then the state and the current energy that you're in right now is the Four of Swords. So I feel like you're going inward. I feel like you're making plans and you're strategizing. You're just not saying anything yet. And the Two of Wands in reverse and the Moon in reverse tells me that that you already know this situation is, oh man, it's like such a good connection, right? Six of Cups is so nostalgic and romantic, and it's all about your inner child, like a deep sense of happiness. And it really is reflective of the Sun too. And the Emperor coming out between the Sun and the Six of Cups tells me that you're starting to realize that you really need to focus on yourself and what makes you happy, what makes you feel at home, what makes you feel free. There's such a connection to your past here. You may be reconnecting with someone from your past. There could be a feeling like you've known this person in past lives. There's just that kind of a deep connection. The Six of Cups is a connection where you feel like you can completely be yourself. Where you're not afraid. There's no fears there. And the Two of Swords and the Moon in reverse both tell me that you're very well aware of this already, and that there's no decision to be made. You already know. I'm not even sure what this reading's about, to be honest. I guess that's what I'm confused about. Where's the problem? You know you're in love with somebody. Your challenge card is 10 of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Knight of Swords. So that tells me that you're afraid to rush in, or maybe, let's clarify this. Let's clarify this 10 of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Swords. And the universe is telling you not to rush in. Yeah, let's clarify here. Try this 10 of Cups and the Knight of Swords, please, for my Leos. Like, even with that Devil there, like, you're so absolutely certain. There's no... And I mean, I think you're willing to bring down... to bring down those walls. If there's boundaries between you guys that you want to dissolve. Okay, so that's clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So I think the universe just wants you to know to build a solid foundation out of love. You know, that Knight of Swords, you could have a tendency to rush in and use that masculine energy and like just really go after it. But it's better to build slowly. If they want to tell me anything else. Man, you guys are like really, not a lot of words. I just feel like a quiet sureness about you. And I do feel like nobody knows what you're doing. You know, that Black Moon Lilith between the Taurus and the Capricorn. Oh, bottom of the deck. 8 of Wands. So you definitely want to take action towards this. Look at this. 9 of Wands in reverse. Back to the 8 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you definitely want to take action towards this. And I don't think that the other person really knows where you're coming from or how you feel. Let's take a look at the Scorpion. I'm feeling like the Scorpion is your energy. Could be wrong, could be vice versa. Okay. You, Leo, passionate, competitive, tends toward isolation. The Scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes a Scorpion's heat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you could get back to your usual fiery but fun self. When in balance, wild and free and fierce, and when out of balance, jealous, resentful, and unresolved. Okay, well, maybe that resonates with you. I don't know why I'm feeling such a sexual component with that, with the Scorpion and the Devil there, though. Like, I feel more of like a primal energy. And that Scorpion kind of represents, you know, the same thing, like 10 of Swords in reverse. The Scorpion, who really, like, you can't really kill a Scorpion, right? Like, they live through anything. But the Scorpio with the Black Moon Lilith, you know, maybe there is something from the past that needs to be healed, for sure. Okay, and then you got Tarantula. At a crossroad, claiming life's purpose. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream. Yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find your true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers patient and calm like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. When in balance, follows intuition, and when out of balance, hesitates and over-intellectualizes. This was such a great read, but like so complicated because there's so many different ways to take this energy. You know, there could just be a closing of the cycle, which will heal old wounds and past hurts. And then like kind of a resurgence of something from your past, finding your deeper purpose. You know, that could also be that Six of Cups. And moving towards building new foundations. You know, it may be the ending of certain relationships so new ones can come in. And the Knight of Swords is having to speak your truth about it. Wheel of Fortune, I mean, no matter what, you're taking action towards a new beginning in some way, shape, or form. This could involve a move. It could involve going back to school. It could involve an entry-level position at a new company that you have to kind of build your way back up. But either way, I think in any scenario, center of the reading is the Emperor. Like, you're completely in control. I think you've already made the decision. You already know what you truly want, and you're headed towards it. And the warning really is, the more you hesitate to express what you want and what you feel, the more you fester inside and you kind of give more energy than needs to be towards the pain and the anger. You could just simply make a choice to change something, or you could stay in an energy of building anger, you know, kind of like sitting in it. And you definitely don't want to do that. And the tarantula is telling you that, you know, be patient, let things kind of unfold in their own time. Slowly, this could be a new job offer on the table that's going to come to you where you're really going to have to work your way up the ladder, but there comes a feeling of freedom, either way, shape, or form. There's a feeling of freedom and happiness in this. The Sun card, the Six of Cups, whatever you've got going on, you've already made the decision. You're heading towards it. It's good foundations. I think you're in a good place, Leo. The thing that you don't want to do is hesitate, and the thing that you don't want to do is let old habits interfere. If you're slipping into old habits, if there's old addictions or old habits that tend to run you down, stay away from those now. Be careful. You know, If you fall into an area of self-doubt or where you start to think you can't do something, you're not capable of doing it, you get a little too much in your head about things, you want to make sure to check that. If that's going on, take a moment, take a rest, take a breath, you know, do some meditation and ground yourself. That Emperor, like really ground yourself. Understand that sometimes we stress so much about the future that, you know, we kind of just have to be like, get back into the now. Right now we're okay. Right now everything's fine. We're in control, and that's really all that matters. Might have to check into that from time to time. I think you're going to open up a whole new level of emotions for yourself, and I think that scares you. That 10 of Cups, there's like that fear of success that might hold you back. That devil might be that voice in your head that says, oh no, you can't change this. Oh no, that'll take too long, you can't go back to scratch. You know, there's just those fears. That devil represents your fears. And I think you have the opportunity to overcome that now. By realizing how strong you are, by realizing how capable you are, by having faith in yourself. And knowing what you've gone through so far has benefited you. You've learned how to control your emotions and come at things from a really even, steady place. Don't give too much into that anger over the past. Don't feed that. Don't feed that energy at all, because that may be the block. The resentments that are building. It may have been a good catalyst to get you to move out of something in your life, but let it stay there. Let it stay with that stuff that you left behind. Don't let that fester into the new things. It's all about new foundations now. It's all about knowing your self-worth. This is good stuff, Leo. All right, I can't wait to see what's going on in May for you. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.